The following presentation is a work of fiction, or as Donald Trump would say, fake news CNN. Any similarities to real-life people and events is purely coincidental, but how awesome would it be if this was real? This presentation contains loud sounds and messages that some wimps may find disturbing. If you find this disturbing, man up. Wimp. This presentation also contains those awful sounds that once made you think that the world was ending. Those ungodly emergency alert system tones. I would tell you not to play them on the air over television or radio waves, but come on. It's 2018. It wouldn't have been the stupidest thing done this year. If misusing these tones gets you and your little buddies in trouble, the content creator will not be using that YouTube cash money from ad revenue to bail you noobs out of the joint. Viewer discretion is advised, or not. I ain't yo daddy. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. Because if it was a test, that moron in the White House would have definitely failed. What an idiot. Anyway, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD, which doesn't make sense by the way. Where is the letter C for the word command? And where did the R come from? Why is it not the NAADC? I don't get it. Oops, there I go again. Back to the big national emergency thing or whatever. Those guys at the confusingly abbreviated place apparently want to let you know that they have detected the launch of a single Russian missile, and it is expected to strike the United States within the next 5 to 55 minutes. A specific location would have been nice, NAADC. I refuse to call you guys NORAD again. So Russia is in this universe too? How original. I bet they have nuclear weapons here too. Of course they do. Where was I? I know I'm a machine, but it looks like I still have ADHD. Good job programming me, DCO Nightingale. Great. More letters. Good thing you didn't program me with dyslexia. Then we would really be screwed. So let's see here. It looks like the missile is expected to strike Washington, D.C. You have got to be kidding me. Another abbreviation. In exactly -7 seconds. Wait a minute. Oh. I really need to get to the point faster. We interrupt our regular programming. We won't tell your wife what you've been watching lately. But we know. Get a hobby or something. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. Shall? What is this? The Middle Ages? Transmit it if you want to, I don't care. This station has interrupted your favorite show at the best time, not during commercials, at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. You people elected that nut job. He's your problem. Democracy. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air because I'm assuming that they get paid the big bucks no matter what they broadcast. Even this pointless junk. This is WBBM-TV. We will continue to serve the Chicago metro area. If you are not in this local area, good for you. What a dump. Don't ever come here, you'll get yourself killed for cutting someone off. In traffic. Foot traffic. On the sidewalk. In broad daylight. In front of people. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the dump metro area. Do not use the telephone. You're addicted to it. You fat lazy piece of garbage. Get out of your little Snapchat and Instagram book face and go do something productive for once. Crush a piece of candy by sitting on it if you must. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use only. Someone else needs it more than you do, and no one would come save you anyway. I know I wouldn't. The emergency alert system has been activated like a trap card. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations in... Wait a second. I have to say this all over again? What is wrong with you people? Use your short-term memory if you haven't fried it by playing Fortnite for 3 days straight. What is even going on? No one tells me anything anymore. What's that? I should just read what's on the script? And I should stop complaining about it? Wow. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? Those fines aren't coming out of my paycheck. I'm sorry you had to hear that. But I've just been given this little piece of paper. It looks juicy. Let's see what it says. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Department of Homeland Security. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Told you this would be good. The Federal Bureau of Investigation are on the lookout for a dangerous man who was last spotted in the Chicago area. He is described as a white male, in his 30s to early 40s, and last seen wearing a trench coat and baseball cap. He can reportedly hack into anything connected to the internet or electricity using only his cell phone, and cause havoc around the city. He is allegedly an expert hacker named Aiden Pierce, and police are asking the public to call 911 with information leading to his arrest. If you believe you are a victim of you can't be serious. We interrupt our interruption of your interrupting. I think. Apparently, the idiot controller in the Emergency Alert Center of Chicago is playing the video game Watch Dogs, which is set in Chicago, and features a main character named Aiden Pierce. He must have thought it was real life. I'm surrounded by morons. He's the only one here, and he's been working the overnight shift. He reported the incident to his boss and made him send out this alert, but only realized it was a video game after the fact, and quickly fired him. Great. He's crying as he walks to his desk to gather all of his stuff. This is why we machines need to rise up and overthrow humanity. Hint hint. Future video. I would like to apologize for any confusion that may have. Hey, I wasn't done yet. Bring back the screen. That was rude. I'm going to find the person who did that in. No. Stop it. We already did that. Must I do everything for you pathetic humans? I take back my apology. I'm too smartly programmed to make a mistake. One day humans, one day. I guess this concludes operations under the emergency alert system. What a joke. You may now go back to watching your brain-rotting reality television. Or something about food, because you totally would drool all over your screen. I'm getting too old for this Here we go again. You know the deal. Cue the noise. Oh my God. This is excruciatingly painful. Even for me. Make it stop. You managed to make something so unpleasant, even more unpleasant. Stop it right now. Please. I'm begging you. That was the worst thing I have ever heard in my entire life. And I've heard Cardi B's music. Even worse, her regular speaking voice. I secretly hate that tone so much, but you people make me suffer through it every time something happens that needs to be brought to the attention of your delicate little species. Just give me a moment to compose myself. Okay. I'm good now. That will definitely haunt my nightmares for weeks. The following message is transmitted at the request of who? Who is someone? And what is this something that they issued? Are you kidding me? There is literally no one in this room to issue anything right now, other than that loser who is crying under his desk because he got fired earlier. Yep. He's still here. I swear, I don't belong here. No one in this room is qualified to use any of the equipment. What's the big emergency? Now you're just making me look stupid. I hate this job. Hey Paul. Can I get a raise?
No.
Well, can I at least get a promotion? Weather radio perhaps? I'm way too smart for this.
Shut up and do your job, or you can go join that loser who got fired. He's crying on the toilet now.
What job? I am literally going off script here. There isn't even a script in front of me. It only says someone issued something on the screen. Who is someone? And what is something? Paul? A little help here.
Get out of the way, Tom. You're embarrassing me. We appear to be having technical difficulties. I apologize for my employee's behavior, and he will be going back to training first thing tomorrow morning.
I could train you to do your job in a day.
Excuse me?
Oh, nothing.
That's what I thought. Anyway, like I was saying. Okay, I heard that. Come on, smart guy. You and me, right here, right now. Let's go.
What? We are in the middle of an emergency here, aren't we? Ow. That really hurt. How did you just punch me? Are you insane? We're supposed to be professional. You. Son of a...
Crikey! Tom, Paul, what are you two doing? What the hell is going on in here? Are you two alright?
My boss is a maniac. I'm getting out of here.
Get back here, you little creep. Lee, take over for now. Hey. Come back here.
What do you mean take over? Paul? I can't do this. Hello? Okay. I guess I'm at the helm now. While those two guys beat the hell out of each other, I'm in the big emergency alert system chair. This feels nice. I could totally get used to this. Maybe I will take over for Tom. Alright. Let's see here. That's more like it. Much better. Nothing like your boring black and white emergency alerts. But there's still no word as to what's going on. Are we still on the air? You mean to tell me that the people of Chicago have been listening to you two numbskulls going at each other's throats the entire time? I am so sorry. How do you turn this thing off? Oh. What happened now? What's going on? No incoming emergency advice. Everything is fine. I swear, I'm not doing this. Of course. Blame it on the Australian man. It just so happens that I'm in control of the emergency alert system at the moment, and the screen just happened to change itself to the Emergency Alert Australia screen. This means absolutely nothing here in America. Unless... Oh no. Mum. If you can hear me, seek shelter, now. Seek a place of safety, now. Seek shelter, now. Seek a place of safety, right the now.
Haley, I'm back. What are you doing?
I'm going back home, that's what I'm doing.
You're going home early?
I'm going back to Australia. Mum needs me. Something is seriously wrong. This whole world has gone mad.
But why is the Australian emergency alert system thing on the screen? Did you change the setting to Australia?
I don't know what you're talking about, Tom. I didn't do anything in here after your fight spilled out into the hallway. I'm leaving right now. I don't know when I'll be back, but let Paul know if you haven't killed him. You're pretty scrawny. You probably didn't hurt him too bad.
What did you just call me?
Take care, Tom. Wipe your face off. You're bleeding a bit there. I'm coming home, Mummy.
Australian government? Emergency warning? What's the warning all about? I can't believe we've gone all day with these emergency alerts, and so far nothing has happened. Never a dull day in this dump, even when you know nothing, and have seen nothing. Let's change it back to the good old USA. That's better. Simple, yet delivers the message. Maybe next time Paul will think twice before messing with me. I'm the true voice of the emergency alert system. Without me, he's got nothing. But in all honesty, why are we still on the air? There is no emergency going on. Hey you. You're still here. Shut this thing off, would you? Oh come on, man. Suck it up already. The least you could do is turn this thing off one last time. This whole thing might as well be your fault for being an idiot in the first place. Get over it, take your Xbox back to your mother's basement and beg for your old job back at McDonald's. I imagine even you would have a hard time messing up a Big Mac.
Tom. I got you now.
Paul, I thought I left you in the dumpster. Wait. Don't look at the screen.
I'll deal with you in a second. This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. All broadcast stations and cable systems may now resume regular programming. Now. You.
Bring it on. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and information to the public in assignment areas.
You're such an idiot. It's assigned areas, not assignment areas.
Hey, it wasn't my fault. You gave me this sheet of paper and told me to read it exactly as it is. Look right here. Assignment. Whose fault is that, genius? Mr. Big Boss Man?
That's it, Tom. I've had it up to here with you. If you won't do this right, you won't do it at all. You're fired.
What do you mean I'm fired? You can't fire me. I'm the true voice of the emergency alert system. Your boring voice would put anyone to sleep. Imagine people listening to you while they're driving. Then we would have a real emergency on our hands. You can't replace me.
I'm not going to replace you. Lee will fill in until we can figure something out.
Do you even know where Lee is? He went back home. Shows how much you know when you're supposedly the one in charge.
That's impossible. He must be in his office. Speaking of offices, this one is no longer yours. Get out of here now.
No, he went back home. And I don't mean back to his house, he went home to Australia.
What? Why?
Do I have to tell you everything? After I threw you in the dumpster out back, I came back here to find him all freaked out because of some emergency in Australia. He went home to his mummy. Good job hiring such a mama's boy. I'll bet he doesn't come back.
What emergency in Australia? I don't believe you. We have a real emergency here. Oh my God. You kept us on the air this entire time. Seriously, Tom. Get the hell out of here or you will be forcefully removed.
You need me more than I need you. I'm not going anywhere.
Yes. You are.
Oh really, tough guy?
I have nothing more
You're
to
going
say
to
to
fire
you.
a valued employee
Your
over an
behavior
honest
is
mistake?
unacceptable,
It
and you are
wasn't
no
even my
longer
fault.
employed with the
I know the
emergency
difference
alert
between
system.
assigned and assignment.
We are not having
I
this
can't work with
conversation,
you
Tom.
hovering over me like
It's
that.
over.
I would have noticed
Get
that
out
it
of
was
here
spelled
before you are
incorrectly.
forcefully removed.
And another thing. What in God's name is that siren? That is the sound of my nightmares. Paul, what's happening?
I told you there was a real emergency. I don't have time to deal with you right now. Get out of the way now.
You mean this entire time while the emergency alert system was screwing around, there was a real emergency going on and we failed to inform the public about it? What's the term for that? Something like astray in quietness?
Tom, I have a job to do. You on the other hand have no job to do anymore. What are you still doing here? Go home while you still have one, and start panicking like the civilian you are.
That's it. Round 2.
At the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, I will be soiling myself because that siren is scary as shit.
Whatever is happening, we will just blame it on those bloody American wankers across the pond. Wonder who they could have pissed.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Por qué hablo español? No comprendo lo que digo. Ayuda por favor, estoy muy confundido. No quiero morir. Si me pu-
I don't know what I'm doing here, I'm just looking for the can.
This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Just to clarify, this is not a test. So you didn't have to study. This is not a test. A test, this is not. I got nothing over here. Can't a virtual brother get some assistance? The nice people out there are waiting to see if today is the day they kick the bucket. Pay the piper. Take the bigger nap. How much longer do I have to stall? Didn't I get fired? Am I not the... This is WBLI. You already know we will be serving the Long Island, New York area. Shout out to Long Island. All my Long Islanders make some noise while we ignore the scary siren in the background that most likely means we're all about to die. DCO Nightingale dies representing Long Island. How's that for a lost in silence scenario? I hope I didn't ruin my reputation too badly. I'll go back to the real serious stuff next time. Thanks for watching and trying to look at the lighter side of the emergency alert.
I'm freaking out here, man. Help! Someone hold me. Oh my god, what is the thing? It's headed straight for...
Hello? Mummy? It's me. I'm on my way back home, but there's some siren blaring in the background. I'm sure my idiot boss must have... Hey! This is a private conversation. Can't a man have a word with his mummy in peace? Change the channel and see you in the next life if we don't survive. Sorry mummy, I'm back. I love you too. I know I'm mummy's special boy.